So, but there are some don'ts of washing too. Some people just think it's a good thing and just go and without knowing the rulings. There are some things which we should know about. We should not do. And shaving armpit or pubic hair is something very, very serious. Its scholars say that we should treat the body of the dead body with respect. We can't really, we have to be careful with the aura, the private parts, and so on. And also, stuffing cotton. It's a common practice, but scholars said that this should be avoided. There is no Sahaba or the Prophet. It was not the way that they did. And then clipping nails and mustache. Some scholars said that it's okay, but the book that I'm following, it said that it should not use it. And some people, while they are washing, they have some book or paper. They keep reciting that dhikr. But from Sunnah, there is no specific dhikr. If you want to make dhikr, it's fine, but don't make it like specific. The religion is simple. You can't say, I'm going to say astaghfirullah all throughout the washing. You can't like fix something. Just be, very, very open about it. Be whatever dhikr you want to recite, that's fine. And even if you don't, that's fine. And then collective dhikr. That's also a common innovation. While the dead body is being washed, people sit outside and they keep reciting some Quran or dhikr in together in congregation. So next, let's see actually how should we go about this washing process, the most important stuff. So again, it's better that we have about 3-4 people. That helps a lot. And it's preferred that the relatives of the deceased person gives the bath, or at least some of them be present. If they don't know how to give wash, they be present and participate in the bathing process. And and again, as we said before, it should not be like open to public. This thing, it's if relatives can wash this process. They can usually people in the massages, they have like windows, they can see what's going on, but only the relatives. It shouldn't be open for public view, just for a reminder to them, that tomorrow I am going to be washed too. So it's a reminder so scholars say that it is okay for relatives to wash. So first, let's see. I have about 17-18 steps. We'll go quickly over it. What should be done? So this doesn't cover shrouding though, the actual clothing. This is just the washing steps. So first of them, we have to put the dead person on the table, and we put it on his back. So that means his face is, is facing upwards. And then what we have to do is, second thing, cover the aura. Aura, as we said, it's a minimum amount of clothing that should be covered for men and women, and the ruling is different for both. So, and this should remain covered throughout this process of washing. Under no circumstances should this be exposed, even for the people who are washing. For men, it is from knee up to the what do you call the abdomen, the belly, and up to the knee. That is obligatory for the men, the navel and the knee. And for women, it's different. Women's aura, generally speaking, there's a lot of categories. There are like 4 or 5 different categories. What to do when a non-Muslim woman, Muslim woman, what about the relatives, what about the strangers, what about the husband? So there are different rulings, but obviously Muslim sisters would be giving the bath to this sister who died. And in this case, a woman, her lower neck up to the mid-shin, that should be covered. So it's extra from here up to the shin. Shin is like between knee and an ankle, you can say, between that, mid-shin. And some people just let the undergarments on the deceased person, but that's not right. The Prophet Muhammad ﷺ was very specific about it. He said the thigh should be covered. Thigh should be covered. In fact, there's a Sahih hadith in Abu Dawood. He said, "Do not expose your thigh, nor look at the thigh of a living or dead person." You see how serious this issue is. It's just not, a living person. It's a person who died. Why would people care about it? But Prophet Muhammad said that even the dead person, it has to be covered. Okay, the next, of course, we undress the deceased person, and sometimes we would need something like a scissor to cut the clothes, and then apply slight pressure to the abdomen. So what happens is that when a person dies, sometimes this excrements might be close to exiting. So like urine or stools, that might be like it's not out completely, but it might get out if you put little pressure on it. So again, Islam treats purification very seriously. Even the person died, we have to make sure the body is very clean. So what happens if you put slight pressure on the abdomen, those things that are close to exiting, it comes out from the private parts. So that's the reason why we do it. And notice the word slight. It has to be very slight. It shouldn't be like hard, because we have to handle this dead body very, very carefully. Some people are like very rough. They shouldn't be allowed to even wash. You have to take care of it like just like a baby. Very, very careful. Even the person died, we don't know about that world. He might feel it. You have to be very, very careful about that. And then this applies specifically to women. Untying the braided or tied hair. Some men might also have it, so the hair should be like ready for washing, and everything should be untied. And then wash the private parts. First thing that we start with, and this is again something that relatives should do, maybe a son or a brother for the case of a man, someone very close, and this should be done very well. And make sure you remove all the excrements and so on. And sometimes what happens in specific cases, the excrements don't stop, so people put maybe like a tape or a cotton or something for an injury or something. So that might help. So that is fine in that step.
Hands have to be covered?
Hands, yes. It's better that we mentioned gloves. You wear gloves before you wash this.